The Mike and Tony Show is intended for a mature audience. Listener discretion is advised.
What's up, y'all? This is Coach Gobbs from CrossFit MOB, and I love health and fitness. Also, keep in mind, when you meet me, I'm not the coach you want, I'm the coach you need. You're listening to The Mike and Tony Show, the best podcast ever.
It's episode 185.
Yes, sir.
It is a Friday night.
Yeah.
I'm a little disoriented because I didn't have to go into the building today. I didn't have students today. And we had an unexpected, well, maybe it wasn't expected. I wasn't just paying attention, maybe, but a snowstorm.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's weird. It's like,
it's been like in the 70s all week.
yeah, but it's blizzarding up here.
Yeah.
Down where I live, it is
Yeah,
not
that's what you were
blizzarding.
saying. It's more here where I'm at.
Yeah.
Huh.
And up north too, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just I guess it hasn't got down to where I'm at, maybe.
Sorry to the listeners. We were going to have Relate here tonight. Diego and Duncan were both going to be here. Had a little illness.
Yeah.
Definitely know how that goes. It's going around again. When the weather changes up and down like this,
Yeah.
everybody
It messes
gets
with
sick,
your immune
dude.
system. It does. Yeah.
It does.
So yeah, next week though. We got them next week.
Oh, next
Friday.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, so
Perfect. Same
just 1
time,
week.
same place,
Same channel.
same bat station.
Same bat station.
How's your week? Today's Friday, so it's over. You got the weekend coming up.
Yeah.
You saw my wife today.
Yeah. Yeah. So for the listeners to clarify, we work in the same place.
Yeah, that's a good
It's
clarification.
not a weird situation between me and Tony's wife. No, your wife was at the military meeting today. And
She said,
was
I think she said it was the second time you saw her do that presentation.
it the second time I did it? Yeah, probably.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I didn't do it during hers. I will clarify this, but during the meeting today, I was doing
Like nodding off.
I was all, oh hey,
Yeah.
oh God, because there's only so much of that you can hear over and over and
I know.
over and over.
Well, that's why
and
she
over.
was worried, because she was like, Mike's actually sat through this whole presentation before.
Yeah.
Like,
So, but no, yeah, I saw her earlier, and
that's cool.
but she did her part and just pieced out. Meanwhile, I had to stay there the whole time. Your wife was gone.
I know.
She was done by like 10, dude.
Yeah, she was so excited to come home and see me. But I wasn't here because I took Jilly to work.
So you guys missed each other twice.
Yeah. It was funny.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, dude.
So the week has been the last 2 days. I've been doing nothing but military meetings. So
Oh, okay.
Thursday I was at Red Rocks. It was funny. I was literally 5 minutes within each place within the last 2 days. So Thursday is at Red Rocks.
All right.
Red Rocks Community College is like 5 minutes away from School of Mines. Like it's just down 6th Avenue, right?
Okay.
And so today I had to go to fucking School of Mines.
Oh, okay.
And so, but living in Parker, it's always a drive.
A lot of stuff.
So-
living in Parker, a lot of stuff.
Yep, living in Parker.
Just
Thornton,
kind of life.
going to CrossFit Mob, seeing friends.
Oh yeah. Thornton, super far for you, bro.
So, but no, yeah. So this week was nicer. My boss is out of town. Well, my director is out of town. My boss no longer exists. But
you are the boss.
yeah, but yeah. So I was like doing testing and doing all this. Again, this new fastest simplification is anything but simplified.
I know, and I'm hearing it from all over. I'm
Yeah.
not even in that world anymore.
Yeah, dude.
People are still talking about
It's
it.
wild. It's ridiculous. I was doing testing today. And for the foreseeable future.
So when you're doing testing, talk to me about that. What is that? Is that like when I'm doing testing?
No, I'm doing testing. It's like the systems testing to make sure that the data will input into the system and bring all the FAFSAs in and correctly put things where they need to go in the computer. So if someone's selected for verification, it tells it, or like looks at their income, looks at their taxes, looks at their household, stuff
Sounds
like that.
fun and exciting. Pretty
Oh
much.
yeah. It's not fun and exciting. So
Yeah.
that's what I was doing yesterday during the meeting. It was actually fun. I was one of the people at yesterday's meeting, like looked over at my computer and she was like, "Are you listening to a webinar right now?" As I was in another meeting and I had my
2
earbud in.
meetings.
I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "That is ultimate multitasking." I was like, "Yeah."
That sounds like my boss. She's always like that too.
Yeah.
She'll be in a meeting with us, and then she's in a virtual meeting at the same time.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec, guys. She's like, got to say something to him.
Yeah. So yeah, I did that, and then oh yeah, dollar. I am. So again, this whole simplification, I'm going to write it out because your boy is King Kappa. I call it King Kappa.
You've kind of been King Kappa, I feel like.
Dollar. I ran for president of the Colorado Association of Financial Aid Administrators.
Wow.
And I am now president-elect of the Colorado Association for Financial Aid
Holy
Administrators.
shit. Congratulations.
Yeah, dude. Next year, 25, 26.
Yeah.
Baron Von Pierce. King Kappa.
In charge of shit.
In charge of shit. I'll run this.
Yeah. Well, you've been doing it forever, dude.
Yeah.
Like
president-elect, dude.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. You
Yeah.
have to get voted in, right?
You have to get voted in.
Yeah. I'm surprised that you were able to get enough votes. I can't imagine a world where you don't get enough votes to
Yeah,
get elected.
man.
Maybe you make the big leap. Real president.
The real president.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is.
Forget the
right?
Rock. We have the everyday Rock right here in front of me. The real man.
The
real-
Timu. I'm the Timu Rock.
The Timu Rock.
The Wish Rock.
You saw that picture I sent
Yeah.
you. Jay hit me up with that picture and saying it was the Samoan Mike.
Yeah. Well, it's and I was talking to Myra about that too. She was like, yeah, it was like a family chat. And they were like, is it this Uncle Mike?
Yeah, that's what Jilly said. As soon as I showed it to her, because I just showed it to her physically at first. And she goes, whoa, that looks like... Jaden was tripping out. He was sending me texts like, this is so trippy. Isn't that crazy? I'm like... I mean, it looks like him. It doesn't. It's not a perfect match, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, yeah.
I imagine you get confused for being Samoan sometimes. No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
Obviously.
Yeah.
How's the gym been going this week? You did on Wednesday. I know you did a full CrossFit workout. We had Gabs last week talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did a full-on CrossFit workout, and it was like 4 rounds of this workout, right? And usually I do the barbell class, like you said, it's the Olympic lifting class, and he teaches you how to do the Olympic lifts. But while we were there, Sarah and I, she was like, they're doing quarterfinals. She goes, I kind of want to do that instead. And I was like, oh, okay. And then Gobs was there, and I was like, and she was like, can we do this? And he's like, yeah, sure, that's fine. And so, yeah, I did like a quarterfinal workout, which was full power clean. You had to do as much as you can in a minute. And then after the minute, you had to jump on the rower and do as many calories as you could on the rower in a minute. And then after that, you had to do step-ups.
What are step-ups?
Step-ups, like box.
Oh, box jumps, but you're just stepping one leg at a time.
With weight. So you had to do 50-pound dumbbells.
How are you holding it? Yeah, okay, down here.
So 100 pounds, bro. No, in your like suitcase style.
Oh, okay. Like
100
farmer
pounds,
carry.
100
style.
pounds, bro.
Holy
on the
shit.
20-inch box, like up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
And then it was, I did, because I'm not, this is my first CrossFit workout. Like it was supposed to be like 135 for the weight for the guys. I did 95. I was like, this is my first time.
Still, to me, even sounds like a lot.
I was like, this is my first time, dude. But I did it. I was like, dang, I probably could have done 135.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to press it, right? And so I did it, and we were just doing it. And so it's 4 rounds of it. So after you do it, you get a minute rest after each round.
Okay.
That's it. And so you're just like sitting there. I'm like, oh my God.
That's brutal.
I was like, so I got to the 3rd one, bro. I was like, she was like, how you doing? I was like, I'm going to throw up. I was like, I'm about to.
Yeah.
I was like, when you feel that like that bile taste in the back of your throat, I was like, I'm about to throw up.
Yep.
I'm about to throw up.
Yep.
And she was laughing. I was like, I got to power through this. I got to do it. And then, so I managed to
muscle through it.
But yeah.
That was like the time I worked out with Lacey. Remember that? He does those after school workouts for teachers. It was so embarrassed, dude. I was really out of shape. It was like right after Christmas break, I want to say. Something, you know what I mean? Just gained a bunch of weight, haven't been working out. Definitely hadn't done cardio in forever. And it's like those high-end, it's very similar probably.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of movements. Most of it's with dumbbells though.
Yeah.
Or with, what do you call them?
Kettlebells.
Kettlebells. Yeah.
Yep.
Basically those two things. But I just remember typical fucking out of shape guy, not realizing how out of shape you are. I started going hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was keeping up exact pace with Lacey and with his wife, my boss, and like everybody that was there. I was just killing it. And then all of a sudden I just hit a wall. And then it was like, oh shit, I'm in deep. And I was like, how long is this workout? And I kept thinking they said like 50 minutes or something. And we were like 7 in, and I was like, oh no, I'm in deep shit. And that workout. So then at one point it got to that level, and I was like, oh fuck. And I went running out, made it all the way to the bathroom, vomited.
Oh, so you did actually vomit. Okay.
Yep. Got it out of my system, came back for more. Pushed really, 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 really hard. And then the second time I couldn't get out of the room. I barely made it to the trash can.
Oh,
I was like,
2 times, dang, dude.
And then I just kind of lay there and watched them for like the last few minutes. I got up and like barely participated at the end just to kind of finish. I was so humble, dude. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, my boss, she's like this little, just fucking super fit, just tearing through everything. We have this one teacher who's an ex-Air Force. He was tearing up everything.
Yeah.
Of course, Staff Sergeant McDonald. I mean, he's the bar high. So that was my experience. I threw up, bro.
So they also had a photographer there.
Oh,
because it was like the quarterfinal thing. So they wanted to take pictures. And so I was like, look at that dollar,
bro. Look at you.
Look at my face, though. I am not happy.
Can I see that? Oh, bro, that's a man who is pushing. Damn, you are getting jacked, bro. That's fucking awesome. What are those you're working out in? Are those dunks? What is?
Those are Jordans, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know that. Come on, dollar. I'm working out in Jordans, dude. And then like here, look at, there we go. There's one. This is a good one. That's one of my favorite ones.
Damn, bro. What is that, 135?
That's the 95.
95?
Yeah.
Still, oh, God. Lord.
Yeah.
Look at your face in all of them.
Dude.
I feel like your face muscles are going to get stronger.
I'm just going to get face jacked. Yeah, see? Another one.
Oh, yeah, dude, that's pretty sick.
Yeah,
those
so
are great quality cameras.
Yeah,
too.
dude, look at that. This one too on the rower.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one too. And then that one right there.
Oh yeah, you're a fitness model, Pierce.
Look at me, dude.
Fitness model.
You can call me Mike and Tony Show at gmail.com. I do fitness photo and stuff now. See, look at that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Colorado flag and the American
flag. Look
flag.
how long my fucking legs are on that one. Look at that.
Bro. So we got that real perspective there. You can see. Holy shit.
I am long-legged. So.
Are those your go-to workout shoes?
No.
Or do you wear the, what do you call them? Like Chucks and stuff? Doesn't Fran do Chucks? Or no?
No.
Oh, I thought he did. Why did I think that?
So I wear all different kinds of shoes. It doesn't really matter for me. Like if I'm doing like that, like I wasn't planning on doing like the CrossFit stuff or anything like that. But like when I'm squatting, I'll use the squat shoes.
What would you have worn if you knew you were going to do it? Still those?
Like trainers. I would have worn my trainers.
That's what I would have thought.
So because the trainers could do multiple. I guess basketball shoes too are also designed for doing multiple movements on your feet and everything like that.
Yeah,
and those are flat too. And so those are flat shoes. But when I do like squats and stuff like that, I do the Adidas.
Yeah, those for the heavy, lifts.
Stuff, yeah,
because for me, I don't like those shoes. I don't like the way they feel.
Really?
So I wear them for squats. I wear them for deadlifts. Sometimes I wear them for bench too, just to kind of drive through my feet. But I take them off as soon as I can for the rest of the workout. Yeah, I don't know. They feel weird to me. Yeah. Maybe it's the floor in there too, though.
No, but you got weird feet.
Bro, I really do. I was talking to a coworker about it. I have really weird feet. I have bad feet because she was complaining about something because we,
you got white people feet.
Yeah, is that what it is? I don't know. They're fucked up. I know that. It's awful. And my mom's white. Her feet are fucked up.
Yeah,
it's exactly where I got it from. No, but it's just so bad because I have the bunion. It like puts all the toes on one side, and then every toe is rubbing in a weird way it's not supposed to. So you build up all these calluses. And I remember my grandma. It's so gross. My grandma would call them like corns. You know, my corns are hurting.
Corns.
Like I don't like calling them that, but I need fucking help. My sister wants to help me. She took some time off, but she's been working again. But she's way out there in Greeley, bro.
Yeah.
But I need to go. I need to get like my feet hooked up because. It's
so
bad.
Do like a pedicure on you or something?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? No.
Yeah. And of course, I have the giant red birthmark, just random all over my right foot.
Yeah, but that doesn't affect anything.
It doesn't affect anything, but that's what I'm just saying. We were talking about how we have hideous feet because I was like, I'm the guy who always keeps his socks on. You can tell I'm comfortable with you, Pierce. I got no socks on.
Yeah, no.
Like, I'll go barefoot sometimes, but It's pretty rare. I don't like taking my socks off, bro. Like draw extra attention to my strongest feature, my fucking feet.
At least they're not stinky too, though. You don't have like gross. Stinky.
I'm OCD about that. I can't stand that when there's even just a little, bro. I'm like, oof, no, can't. In fact, was that day before yesterday. I was about to work out and I couldn't work out because I had been all day working. We're in testing. I'm walking around in those shoes all damn day, and then I was about to make the transition into the Adidas, and I'm like, nah, bro, this is something smells. So I had to stop. I literally went up and like turned the bath on, fucking washed my feet. I had to, bro. I had to. I can't stand stuff like that. Same with nails, like long nails.
Yeah, likewise.
Just asking for shit to get in them and like. Yeah, so you keep really, really clean. Jared, I noticed he grows his out. They're well kept as hell. Like he keeps them really well kept. But even the length would bother me. Like I don't like having them out at all.
I think Jared gets his nails done.
Probably. They look perfect.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Or Steph's doing them for him or something like that. He's just like hanging out. He's like a king in the castle.
Hell yeah. Hey, man, if you got that opportunity. It would be nice. I think about all the things. Get my cold plunge is fucked.
There's a hole in it?
It's my second one. This is my second cold plunge that I bought. You still have the same original one. Yeah, it's the weather. So I'm going to, before I get another one, we're going to set up a place in the garage. Okay. So I've got a corner in the garage. It's just the garage has been a disaster for a long time. But it's going to
splash water everywhere, $1. You really need
we're going to put it toward the door. So it runs just out the driveway, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
I think you just need to put something over it or something. Get like a.
I have a maybe. Oh, something like a structure.
Yeah.
Because I have like the cover. Yeah. And then I have like a thick canvas cover that goes over it. Yeah. And the problem was happening. It was the new one started just leaking, and it was like at first it was like it was so slow. It was like okay, but it was always wet. It was like always water was always coming out. I pour it out, start again, just check it the next day. Sure enough, it's still leaking. Got worse and worse and worse. And then one day, the top that holds air was just didn't hold air at all. It was just flat, soggy. Tried pumping it up. It went like I was like, what happened? I don't even know what happened.
Dang.
I know. Sucks. And I got like 4 bags of ice, of 20-pound bags of ice. I've been stocking ice. I'm ready to rock, bro. And it's cold. I wouldn't have even needed it like today.
Dang.
But, yeah. Yeah, the cold plunge has not been happening. The sleep. How's your sleep been? You been watching it at all?
$1. I've been going to bed before 10.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How quick are you falling asleep?
So I take my zinc, my HTTP 5, and then melatonin.
Okay.
Like I take that at like 9:30ish. It takes like 30 minutes to do it. But when that 30 minutes hit, dude, like I've been like lately, I just been like, because I've been laying there just like doing my little, ritual, relaxing and just hanging out in the bed. And like all of a sudden 30 minutes later, I'm just like, oh, hey, all right. And I'll fall asleep. And then the other day, I didn't wear because I didn't want to stress out about it.
Are you new to using melatonin?
No.
Yeah. It feels nice when it kicks in.
Well, but the only, I have done it before. Like when I was like, shit, I need to go to sleep right away, right? But if you make that mistake, if you're only getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep, you wake up fucking groggy.
Oh, true. Yeah. You can't do it.
Yeah, you can't do it if you're going to do like shorts.
If you're going to get a good long night's sleep, you can do it before.
Yeah. And so, I didn't wear my watch because I didn't want to stress out about it, dude. You know what I mean? Like I was like, I'm stressing out about
watching
my sleep
like that
and this
can
and
happen.
that. And so I put my watch on the charger, and that day I crushed through it, dude. I woke up at 5:45 from falling asleep at 11. I probably fell asleep a little bit before 11 after everything, right?
Yeah.
And so 7 hours of sleep. I got 7 hours of sleep. And 7.5 hours.
7.5 of actual sleep.
Yeah.
That's in the recommended range, Pierce. What was your score?
I didn't wear a watch.
Oh, yeah, of course. I got you.
So I didn't wear the watch, but I woke up, and so that day, dude, I crushed my fucking workout. Yesterday. That was yesterday. Yesterday, I crushed my fucking workout. I was doing my small off junior, so I was, doing my bench press. So I'm going up on it, and I was doing 245, 7 sets of 5, and I'm doing the 7 sets of 5 at 245, right? And this guy is sitting on me next to me on the incline bench. And he is like, I see him pull out his earbud to indicate that they're going to talk to you. Right?
Yeah, of course. And you're like,
Pull out the earbud. And so I pull my earbud. And I was like, because I was sitting there between my sets. And he looked at me. He's like, you good? And I was all, yeah, I'm okay.
Why would he?
I don't know. He just like, he's like, you good, man? I was like, yeah. And then I laid down and I was like, ting, 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 pushed out the 5.
Yeah.
And then I put it back on the rack and he goes, oh yeah, you good. All right. Never mind then. Sorry, man. I was like, oh,
that's weird.
Yeah. I was like,
That's weird. It's a lot of weight.
Did you not see me do the other 5 of these? But yeah. So like I was doing that. And then after that, because again, it was leg day yesterday, but I needed to get it out because you're supposed to do it every other day. The Smolov Junior every other day for 3 weeks.
Can't do it every day.
Yeah. And so it just happened to be on leg day. So I did that first. And then afterwards I did leg press and I got like 5 plates on and I got 6 plates on. And then I did 7 plates on. So that's like 700 pounds.
Wow.
And I was crushing it. And so I was doing the same thing. That there was the guy and his buddy were on the machine next to me and they were, and I was going all the way down. Cause I go all the way down. I let it hit the pin and then I push up. So it's like tink, tink, tink.
Yeah.
And I got done doing 8 of them at the 700 and they were like,
8.
They were like, is that a warm up? And I was like, no. I was like, no. I was like, I think I'm done after this.
Yeah.
After 700 pounds.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
That's so wild. That's so much. 700 pounds.
And today is when I was at the military thing. I got asked like 3 different times if I was prior military by like other people, and they're like, "Are you prior military?" And I was like, "Oh no, I'm not prior military." And he was like, "You a large ass human." That's what he said. He goes, "You're a large ass human." He goes, "What do you bench?"
That's his first question.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I think it's important to keep yourself. By the way, I get that a lot. All the time.
Ask you prior military.
Fucking all the time. I have the look.
What was the haircut?
The beard, always wearing the hat. I got an eagle tattoo on my forearm, I think. Plays
This is
into
America.
it. Yeah. Yeah, remember Gabs thought he said I looked like a lumberjack.
Lumberjack, yeah.
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 Nope, I teach math.
Lumberjack Tony.
Yeah, teach math and play the guitar.
The guitar. Yeah. Cornelius Yukon Cornelius.
Yeah, indeed. The beard is getting gray, bro.
Yeah.
Fast. I told you. Remember, I always told you. Maybe it's in my head. Maybe I'm doing it to myself.
No, I think we're living off of each other because look at that. Like I got a bunch of
Looks black.
white ones in there. No, there's
Really?
they're coming through. Right here is obviously
Probably because it's so dim in here.
Yeah.
What about my? Because I don't think you probably can't see.
Yeah,
it.
you can see.
Oh, you super fucking great. Okay. Yeah. No, that's why I don't think yours is that bad because with you have darker beard hair, so it would be more contrast. You would see the gray more. Yeah. You know what's weird is my kids have grays.
Really? Already?
Yeah, Chucky.
Are you stressing out your kids, dude?
I know. I was just wondering.
So do you stress out his kids?
Jesse has like a little patch in the back that's gray, and then Jaden just has like a couple of straggler grays here. And there. And then his mom's always told him it's because you always pull mine out.
Oh.
Jaden would like pull her gray hairs out.
Oh, really?
She always told him, stop doing that. He'll like sneak up and pull out a gray hair. And she's like, that's why you're getting gray hairs now.
It's an old Filipino. Old Filipino trick.
Yeah.
Curse. It's a Filipino curse. Don't pull mom's grays.
Yeah. But I always thought this might happen. I knew the day was coming with the beard because I told you when my dad passed away, he was 45.
Yeah.
Fully red beard like mine. It was white by November of his 45th.
You look like Kenny Rogers. A big old white beard.
Yeah.
Kenny Rogers.
Grow the hair out a little bit. Push it back with some hairspray.
Or Michael McDonald with a beard.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever not have a beard. I think if it turns all white, it makes me want to grow it really long. The little Santa Claus action in the winter.
It's Gandalf. Gandalf the Great. The Great.
Or I think a white mustache would also look good with those, like, the handlebars, like, waxed out.
Yeah.
Curled up and stuff. That might be a way to go, too.
It has to be pure white, though. It can't be like, can't have any stragglers.
That's the worry, right? Like, it's almost like you want it to go all the way.
Yeah.
Just go all the way white. You don't want to have, especially if it's like.
Okay, so with light hair people, you want it to be white. But I think with, like, dark hair people, we want that salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Look.
Oh, right. Because there's contrast between the black and the gray. Yeah. Yeah, not us.
Yeah, it just looks like messy ketchup beard.
Yeah, in different places it's red over here. And yeah, it's part of getting old. Senescence, bro. Our bodies slowly break down over time, which is why fitness and health and all that is so damn important.
Yeah,
it really is. Because if you don't take care of yourself, which my sleep's been shit the last 2 days.
Really,
I was doing really good before that, and here's the weird part: I don't know what it is. I haven't been able to figure it out. For like 2 days, I've been in bed for plenty of time.
Yeah.
Everything shitty. Everything's red.
Huh?
I'm like, that's weird. Yeah, not sleeping good.
That's weird.
I don't know. Maybe it's been CMAS.
Maybe it's the weather change. Maybe it's
the weather change. You know what? I know what it was last night because we're in this weird place where we sleep usually with the window cracked open and then sometimes a fan on. Most nights we have a fan on. But it got so cold. Was that last night or night before? Yeah, it was last night. So last night I was just fucking hot. And the science shows us like people sleep better in a cold room, when it's nice and cool. Like there's an ideal temperature.
68 degrees is the ideal temperature.
Yeah. And I think it got warm last night. And once it's warm, like it just fucks everything up for me.
So like cranked on your heat because the window was open? Is that what happened?
No, we shut the window.
Oh, okay.
And turned the heater on for the first time.
Oh, okay.
This year, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, unless did we get any other cold spells? Yeah, we probably had the heat on in early January, I bet. But yeah, so the other thing I've been trying to figure out, dude, is I'm still getting the crazy allergies at home. I don't know what it is. When I'm at home, like anytime I'm at home, like spring break was a perfect example. After like 3-4 days, my eyes get so irritated, dude. It gets all rough right here, just from like
rubbing it so many times.
Rubbing it, and it just constantly. I'm putting like the allergy Visine in my eyes.
Yeah,
that's whenever I'm home for a long period of time. But remember, we cleaned out all of our vents.
You're allergic to your kids.
yeah, right.
Damn it, kids.
No, they're never here now.
Yeah,
two of them they're either working or school, and the other one's school all the time. Or in her room.
Yeah.
The youngest, I was telling her, I go bug them. I'm like, if I don't see you around here soon, I'm going to have to collect that phone.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean? Like, it's just not healthy. They'll just sit in their room and just stare at their phone for like hours and hours and hours and hours. And you don't even know what they're watching.
Yeah.
It's not good.
You know, it's funny. My friend Sarah, she has a phone jail for her son. It's this legit, like, jail. And put the phone in and has like a little lock
amazing.
on it. Yeah. So she's taking it away from her son.
Oh, it's amazing. How old's her son? Do you know?
12.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Same.
Yeah, same as Jill. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
It's just that age, I guess, right? Nowadays, the digital age, these kids just fucking hanging out, watching fucking YouTube shorts, TikToks, all that shit.
So weird. Yeah, I was saying
watching other people live life.
I know. Well, that's the plague, I saw that meme the other day where it was like the difference between our generation and this generation. And in our generation, they were like, it shows like it's a cartoon drawing of a mom and she's like tugging her kid into the house by the ear and he's all dirty and stuff been outside playing. And then this generation is the other thing, like kicking him out. Like go do something, bro. Get your phone.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because like we were saying, remember that back in the day? I was like, it's 10 o'clock. Where are your kids? Remember that old campaign?
Yeah. They're in the bedroom. It doesn't matter what time it is.
No, but I'm saying like for us, right? Yeah. 10 o'clock, where are your kids? Well, we don't have cell phones, so you don't know where we're at. We're outside playing.
Right. You can't track us on 360. Yeah. I don't know. Times were different. We would have succumbed to. I mean, if this stuff was like this when we were kids, I think it would have happened to whatever generation. I don't blame them in particular, but it's something that there's nothing in place to like protect them. They got to protect themselves. Not to mention everything's recorded.
Yeah.
So all these little private Snapchats they're always sending each other and doing, that shit's somewhere.
Yeah.
It's always going to be accessible. No, it's private. I just sent it to so-and-so. I'm like, please, bro. They're watching everything. And everything's so trackable.
Yeah.
And we never put our phones down.
Traceable, stuff like that. Yeah.
You don't put your phone down for jack shit. Even teaching, I'm running around all day. It's in my back pocket.
Yeah.
All day long, it's in my back pocket.
Yeah. No, the only thing that was like stopped me was the social media part. And even now, like working out, like I don't like scroll on my phone. It started a good habit.
Yeah,
it started a good habit. So I don't like scroll on my phone. And so I'm like, I'm just like busting out workouts and killing it.
Hell yeah.
So, but yeah.
Feels good to get a good workout in.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
It's life changing. It really, really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still flip-flopping. I'm still in that weird flip-flop where like this week I had 1 workout in the morning and 2 in the evening.
I know. I was thinking about it because I was like, I was bugging you. Remember? I was like, he's like, you should come to this class, Tony. You should come to this class.
Yeah.
Oh, if you would have came to that class,
I would have been so pissed.
like
This is not where I'm at, bro.
No, dude. You said we're gonna lift weights.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I love lifting weights. I was trying to explain that to Jay because he's let himself get a little out of shape.
Yeah.
I was telling him, I was like, bro, all you gotta do is get back to it. It'll come back very quickly.
Yeah,
Like,
muscle
people who
memory.
lift weight over years, even when you take time, large periods of time off, or you have injuries or whatever, as those years pile up, your body responds differently than somebody who's never worked out.
Yeah.
Right? Who's going to go in there and not be able to lift anything, be sore as fuck the next day.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You work your way up. And then we've talked about it too. Like sometimes the break is what gives you extra strength.
Yeah, it is.
You come back, you take a little time off,
fresh.
a few days off,
Yeah.
you come back fresh, and you're like, oh shit, PR.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's like that guy who was asking me too when I was doing the 245. He was like, what are you doing? He's like, what's your max? I was like, well, my old max is 355. And I was like, I'm trying to get
That's
a little
one rep.
higher. I'm trying to get a little higher than 355. And he was like, nah. he's like, I'd
Was
be,
he a big dude? Or,
no.
okay.
He's like, I'd be happy with the 315.
315. Me, I'd be happy with 250. Honestly, really, truly. 225 is usually where I'm like sitting most of the time. I've never been real strong at bench.
225. It's less than 1% of the world can do $225. So
Less than 1% of the entire world can bench press 225 just one time, or
yeah,
what?
yeah,
Oh, and I can. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, because 220. I guess I don't know what my 1 rep max is. I feel like we talked about this one time where you kind of gave me a recommendation.
Yeah.
One I had to just hold up was 265. I think. The one where you just hold it.
Yeah, that's to increase your resistance on your shoulders.
It's weird how everybody's bodies are different. Everybody
Yeah.
has different strengths or whatever. Because even when I don't, push that hard, like it's like deadlifts and squats for me,
Yeah.
no problem. But bench, it's like, that's what I mean. It's been a lifetime to even be in the 225 range.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that I can do that is kind of crazy. And that's not a 1 rep max. But still. Trying to think, you stopped deadlifting a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you get hurt, or you were afraid of getting hurt, or
Yeah. Robert Orps told me that I didn't have to deadlift anymore.
who's Robert Orms?
He's a professional strongman.
Oh.
He went on when he was on Joe Rogan, he goes like, you don't have to do any deadlifts. If you're not a professional strongman, if you're not an Olympic lifter, he's like, don't do deadlifts. You don't need to do deadlifts.
Oh, interesting.
Because that's when he was saying that, like, if you go into any NFL, any NBA, any NHL, workout facility, their guys are not doing deadlifts because of the risk versus reward for it. So, but no, I mean, when I was doing deadlifts, I can do 405, no problem.
Yeah.
Like I have videos because I was sending them to Fran, and I had those grips,
Oh, yeah.
I had the grips on, and then I sent the video to Fran of me doing like 2 reps of the 405, and he's like, cheating. I was like, what?
Because
He
the
goes,
grips.
using grips. And I was like, all right, fine. So I took another video of me just using no grips.
Just your hands
And I was
down.
showing, and I was like, there you
That's
go.
the part people don't
So-
talk about with deadlifts, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's so good for your forearms and your grip and your hand strength.
Well,
and all
it's a great overall workout, right?
Yeah.
It's one of the best. But like if you're lifting just heavy and just like that, it does take a toll on your CNS, your central nervous system. So if you're doing it in moderation, right? I guess maybe, just regular deadlifts here and there,
So so mine rotates. So 3 workouts a week, and then I would deadlift one of those 3 one week, and then 2 of those 3 the next week. Like just the way it rotates, because it's a 2-day
But you're not
rotation.
doing ridiculously heavy.
No.
Yeah. So you're doing all right.
Yeah. No, I remember a time when I hated the belt. I was like, man, if you have to put on braces and all this shit, you probably shouldn't be lifting that much, dude. You really shouldn't. Do more volume, which you can do. But that workout I bought a while back, that program is just so good, and it's heavy and like low amount of reps.
Yeah.
And I just really, really, really like that. But in the process, it became obvious, like, yeah, you got to wear a belt, dude. If you're doing so heavy, you can only, bang out 3 or 4 of these.
Yeah.
You really need to be wearing a belt. I'm
Yeah.
talking deadlifts, squats, all of it.
For sure.
Yeah. That's the other thing. When your weight goes up and down, the weight belt gets weird.
Oh,
Fucking irritating.
well, and I use the Yeah, well, you use the same one. You use the lever belts, right?
Yep.
And so you have to fucking if you gain a little too much weight,
Yeah.
you gotta break out that screwdriver or break out the screwdriver and like try to change it. And you're like, fuck, it takes forever.
Oh, it's so annoying.
You have to screw it. And
I
put
know.
it back in. Like whereas like your regular belt, that you can just strap on and do.
Yeah.
And then you can always like see like where the old marks were.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I know. Man, I relate to that so much. That's so funny.
Yeah. And then again, it's fueling yourself, right? Feeding yourself. Got to make sure you're eating right too, Tony.
Oh, yeah.
Doing all that stuff and everything. Like, let me tell you what. I am fucking sick of tacos right now.
That's my favorite food.
Because last couple of days, I've been at military thing. Well, like next couple, couple of weeks, I've been doing like meetings and like conferences and like student awards and stuff like that. And the easiest thing to fucking do is fucking tacos. And so I've had tacos like consistently for weeks.
Burned out on
and I was like, oh my God, I'm done with these fucking tacos.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, I was texting my friend Jeff and I was like, fucking done with tacos, bro. And he was like, well, what other options are there? I was like, there's lots of options. Fucking, you can do barbecue. You can do burgers. You can do
anything.
I was like, you know what? I don't like sandwiches that much. I would eat a fucking sandwich right now.
You're not a big sandwich guy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no sandwich? Because there's so many different types.
I mean, I like club sandwiches. Club sandwiches are good, right? Like a turkey club with some bacon and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like Jimmy John's is pretty good.
That's the best.
Yeah, it is. The bread is stupid. What is it?
Oh, I don't know.
The bread is the best. The bread is what makes
so good.
Yeah,
so good.
And you know what? I do also like banh mi. I love banh mi sandwiches.
What's that? I don't know what
the
that
Vietnamese
is.
sandwiches.
Oh yeah,
Remember when I used to get those
are good.
Yeah, and so those are fucking ridiculous, and they got to go from Ballet off of Federal or New Saigon or Saigon Bakery.
What?
Fuck, I forget.
Wonder if it's near where I'm at. I'm pretty close to Federal, where my job's at.
Yeah. Well, you can look it up. It's Ballet, but they have the banh mi sandwiches there, and they are fucking ridiculous, man. That bread is like enough crunch on it where it like will cut up your mouth, but at the same time, you're like, that is great shit. And over there is like the New Saigon Bakery too. There's a good one too.
Yeah.
Is that pretty close to you?
Oh yeah, it is close to me. I need to pull it up on a map though.
There you go, dollar.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm not a sandwich guy. Like, I don't know. Just breads, I don't know. Breads are funny too, right? Because do you buy a loaf of bread, dollar? Do you buy bread because it's like
it depends. A lot of times we just get the sourdough.
Do you eat the ends of it?
I'm just like everyone else. I like push them off. I put it off. I just grab the ones next to it.
You know what we call those?
What?
We call it the bread hose. Because everyone's touching it, but nobody wants it.
Do you eat the hose?
This is the bread hose. The ends of the bread are now called the bread hose because, like I said, everyone's manhandling those things every single time, but nobody wants them.
Nobody wants them. How sad. Yeah, dude, this ballet sandwich is 12 minutes from my job.
There you go.
It might be a little lunch stop.
Dude, get the combination. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, those are delicious. Yeah, well, we've been talking about it too because I told you we're going to the Philippines. It's gonna be a lot of swimming and doing all this stuff. So I'm trying to do better. At least got the workouts going again for a while. Spring break, I told you, helped reset all that. But yeah, food, the nutrition part is so important. But honestly, with it's so easy. Like she cooks and eats so healthy, and she makes the healthiest food taste so fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then she also does sometimes make, lumpia and fucking tacos and whatever, food.
Like, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. But so much of that too, I think is like that mentality that I've had for so many years of where it feels like a diet mentality or something.
Yeah.
Like I can't have this or this food's off the list or that kind of thing. But where it's really just a matter of moderation with everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And more importantly than anything, if you really want to get your body fitter, it's protein.
Yeah.
Getting enough protein.
You know, it's funny too. If you're ever trying to do dieting or diets or anything like that, having a Filipino family or a Mexican family.
Good luck. Good luck, dude.
Because when I went over for the fights, remember, you guys had just got done eating.
Oh, God, bro.
You guys had just got done eating, and I got there after I got done eating, and I ate myself.
Yeah.
And I was actually on the phone talking to someone. I was like, I already ate. I was like, but I already know what's going to happen. She was like, what? I was like, I'm going to get inside this house, and they're going to be like, Mike. Eat some food.
And
Eat
this
some
was
food.
and that night
Yeah.
was like one of the rare nights where there was hardly any food. There was only a couple things. I ate just a little bit before you got there.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm totally good. They cannot stand to see three men sitting there watching fights and not have food in front of them. They could not stand it.
No, and then it was like, we'll get pizzas. And then Frankie's like, no, we don't. We just
We're
ate.
good.
We don't need pizzas.
Me and Frankie are drinking coffee. Like, we're good, bro. We don't.
Yeah, no, we ordered pizzas.
Yeah.
And then it was like, the pizzas are here. And like,
They set them in front of us, opened them up. I'm surprised they just used their hand to just waft the smell at our face.
Frankie's looking around. He's like, said, what do we need?
And then it was awkward because like none of us were grabbing pizza.
And
it
then
was
like, yeah, I guess we're eating
just have a
pizzas.
piece,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, that's pretty good. I'm gonna have two. Okay, we have a third one. They get you.
Yeah.
They get you. It is really hard.
Yeah.
It is really hard. I think so much of food too is you've been a master of this for a long time. It's planning your food.
Yeah.
It's like planning out your meals and knowing, because that's what happens to me more than anything. You're very regular.
Yeah.
I am when I have shit together. When I don't have it together, I'll go too long without eating.
Yeah.
And then you're starving. And you're craving foods that you shouldn't be eating. And if you don't have a plan for what meal you're going to eat next or whatever, because I found when I force myself to eat breakfast, I know a lot of people like to fast, but if I eat breakfast in the morning, eat a nice solid ass lunch, a snack in the afternoon, it's so much easier to eat dinner and be done. But it's way harder if you didn't eat breakfast, fucking miss lunch, you were in meetings and running around or whatever. You get to the end of the day, and then all of a sudden you're just like, whoo. What do we got in the fridge tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, last couple of days, what is it? On Wednesday. I went to this place over here, dollar off of 64th and Quebec.
Okay.
Right over there across the street from Adams City High School.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There's a restaurant over there. I forget what it's called, like Casa El Rey or something like that.
I think I know the exact one you're talking about. I've never been in there. Good.
It's amazing.
What's it called again?
I don't know. I forget what the name of
Send it to me if you
Casa
think
El
of it.
Rey or something. Yeah, I'll think of it. But
Dude, we always say shit on the podcast. I noticed that. We always say, oh, I'm going to send you this, or I'll send you. We never fucking send it.
we're keeping it secrets. Secrets to ourselves. We just want the other person to know how good we had it.
Yeah. It's good, though.
But it was, yeah.
What'd you get?
And so I've been, you know what's weird?
Wait, have you been multiple times?
No, I've been there once. I was there once. What was weird, I was craving, out of all weird fucking things, a taco salad dollar.
Huh.
I wanted that crispy shell on the outside.
Yeah.
You know, that's mostly what I
Meat
wanted.
and the lettuce.
Yeah, the meat, the lettuce, the beans, the guacamole, all that stuff and everything. Yeah, that's what I wanted. But like, and I was trying to find a place for that. And I was like, it's online. And it was like 4.5 stars, this place that's over there right by Adams City High School. And I was like, okay. And then I saw a picture of a taco salad. I was like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
I want that fucking taco salad, bro. So we went there, got a taco salad. And then I was like looking at the menu. I was like, oh, I also want a crispy relleno. And so I got the crispy relleno, and it was in their green chili. Now, I make a mean fucking green chili.
Yes.
I make a pretty good green chili. This green chili was pretty good too.
Ooh.
Yeah. So for me to say,
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
No, I love good Mexican food
Yeah.
places. One I always want to shout out is Los Mesones on Colfax. It's like, what is it near? It's like near that Starbucks. There's a 7-Eleven over there. What street are those? Like near Irving, I guess. Probably something like that. But dude, so good. I've had a few different things there. The only thing that I don't get everywhere I go, because I'm so picky about it, is carne asada. I get that from
La Guadalajara.
that's the only place I like it. They
So
do it perfect.
It's called La Casa del Rey is what it's called.
La Casa del Rey.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
And it's that one, and like I said, it's on 72nd.
Yeah.
72nd in Quebec, right there across the street from Adams City.
Oh yeah.
It's literally
Okay.
the same light to get into there.
Yeah.
And so instead of turning right to Adams City, you turn left, and then it's
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there on the right hand side.
Yeah.
It's good. And the decor inside is nice. It's got a nice vibe, in there.
vibe.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
so
important.
it's a pretty cool place. Yeah.
That's important. You got to have a good vibe. too.
So and when I was there at lunch, I had to explain why I don't use a straw. I don't use a straw.
Of course. Yes, I know this.
And so our friend Sarah, she's like, what do you mean you use a straw? I was like, I don't use a straw. She's like, why? I was like, because there is no cool way to use a straw.
Yeah.
You can't look cool drinking out of a straw. And she's like, what? No, what? And so I was like,
Which is
we were trying, she was trying different ways. She's like, how about this? I'm like, no, not cool, dude. Like, like, I was like, she was like covering her face up. Like, how about like this, and this. That's like, nah.
There's no way to do it.
There's no way to.
You're doing it. You're not cool.
And she goes, is that every guy? Does every guy not use straws? And she was like looking around the restaurant, and like there was older guys that were using straws, but most of the guys in there
don't use straws. You know what I hate are all the like recyclable straws and shit, like the paper straws,
and they like deteriorate. Yeah,
bro, come on. Might as well use fucking toilet paper roll. Like this is weird. It's so weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't use straws.
I was going to tell you too. So I think we started. I don't know if it was off or on the podcast, but I mentioned to you I started AG1.
Oh,
and
that's right,
yeah, and that's that one that's always advertised on Joe Rogan. I hear it all the time.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, my wife found a deal, so I've started doing it. So it's basically like it looks like athletic green. Oh, I mean it is athletic greens. That's the name of it, AG1.
Yeah.
But it's like those old greens that people used to get. It looks like that, but it's totally different. It's fucking got everything. Because you're like me. And you're more so like me. Like I have a regiment of stuff that I take.
Yeah.
It literally eliminated everything except for my joint pills.
Okay.
The fish oil.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes I take an allergy pill.
Okay.
Depending on that's different. That's
white
not
people.
I can tell when I wake up if I need to take it. Sometimes I fuck up and I don't take it. And I'm fucked all day. Looks like I'm crying. People are like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I'm not sad." My eyes are driving me crazy.
Isn't that at the most unopportune moments? Like, doesn't that like when your eye just starts watering and you're like talking to somebody? And you're
Oh
like,
my God,
it's like
I
watering,
know.
and you're like, no, I'm okay.
You know who is known for that is DJ Jones.
Oh, he does it?
Yeah, he hates it because people are always like, "Oh, he's getting emotional." He's like, "I'm not fucking emotional. My eyes just water." I don't know what to tell you. It's just happening. Yeah, no, my eyes are terrible, dude. We've talked about it lots of times. I have to take like the really potent allergy Visine, all that kind of stuff. And sometimes they're great for like long periods of time, no problems. And then sometimes I just wake up and one eye's like puffed up and you're like, what the fuck? What happened? Did a spider bite my eyeball last night? Like, what is going on? It's all red on one corner or something,
Damn, no, that is low. What is it, 98%? You're 98%,
yeah,
right?
something. It's a high number. It's in the 90s. For sure. Probably is 98%. Yeah. Oh, the AG1 though.
Yeah.
So it's pretty amazing. I feel it.
Okay.
I really felt it. Even the first day I was like, because I had fasted. I didn't eat dinner the night before and then I didn't have breakfast the day before. So it was like the first thing to hit my system. And I felt like maybe because of that, I just absorbed it better, but I just felt good. I felt alert. It replaces my methylfolate and those two that I take. Like you don't have to take I don't have to take anything.
Okay.
Everything's in there. You should look into it, but we got a good deal and we're trying it. And Myra's trying to do it, but she can't take the taste. But honestly, the taste to me is like, I don't know. Maybe I've never been too picky about taste.
Does it taste like? Yeah, you have, dollar. Remember the protein that I took from you at Jones? No, that was texture, I guess. It wasn't taste.
Wait,
it was texture.
it bothered me.
Yeah, it was like the gel-like protein powder that you gave me that you said you couldn't drink.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had some bad ones.
You were like, you ordered it offline. You're like,
okay, well then that's even a better gauge of it. Yeah. Because if that's the case, then I am kind of, it's fine. Like it tastes, when you're drinking it, it tastes like a little bit fruity almost.
Is it like the green machine? You know, that Naked Juice, the green machine?
It's not really sweet at all. Like it's almost like when I say like sweet, it's like flavored, almost like flavored water that's like got fruit in it or something. Like it's slightly like that. But then what Myra can't stand about it is the aftertaste, because you have it for a while, the aftertaste. But to me, the aftertaste it's almost chocolatey. It's almost like it's so hard to explain. You have to try it. But yeah, for me, I'm never afraid because I'll muscle through it if I hate it. Like when I fucking used to chew those Joe Rogan shakes back in the day with a shitty blender, just chewing up strands of fucking broccoli.
And
trying to get in shape.
Remember that? Yeah. It was like a soup for you instead of a smoothie. It's supposed to be a smoothie.
Just get chunks. It had chunks in it. Never have a green smoothie made of vegetables with chunks in it. But I'm a nut, dude. I remember back then. Remember, it was at the time when I was playing in that reggae band, Despicables.
Yeah.
And I was walking around. I was in a real hippie phase then, and I was walking around eating raw broccoli. like a stalk of broccoli. And I remember my bandmates just being like, what the fuck is wrong with our singer, dude? Like, what is he doing? Yeah, just sitting there eating it, on a break, or whatever. Wow. So stupid when you're young. You're like, I'm going to do whatever it takes. And then here you are years later. You're like, never really got there. I ate all that fucking raw broccoli. Didn't do shit for me.
You had a lot of iron.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Fiber.
Well, I was eating everything raw then. It was a thing. It was like Rastafarian, like raw food. I was like all hippied out. It's so stupid. I've done so many stupid things like that. Remember I told you I almost got me and my relocated to Arizona one time?
Yeah.
Joined a cult. I wasn't even aware it was a cult. I was
remember.
We're going to be free, honey, free from the system. Then when he tells you about that, that's part of the fun of getting old is looking back on your young self like, what a fucking moron.
Thinking, dude? Yeah.
What's this guy? And my wife, God bless her, she's so much smarter than me. But she was like, okay, honey, like willing to do it until I found a couple of things online. And then I was like, oh, no, this is the exact one. Oh, shit. No. Those places where you go in and then they don't want you to go out.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, you know too much now.
Like, shit. Tony's like, I do not want to wear a robe all day.
Yeah. Well, I was attracted to the fact that it was a music thing. It's a music cult. But it was all about like promoting music and stuff. But it wasn't about like really making it in the music industry, which I really wanted. It was like anti that. I was like, we have our own music community.
Yeah, we have our own record label, Tony.
Bro, yeah. Just come on out. What, did you guys just lock that gate behind me? What? Why is he holding my arm like that?
It's to keep the bad people out, Dollar. It's to keep the good. It's to keep the good people in, the bad people out.
That is such a common human thing. Cults, little cliques of groups of people, their beliefs just get wild. Remember all the Nike people? Fucking. Didn't they castrate themselves? What was the thing?
Nike people.
They were all wearing Nikes. I feel like
no,
it wasn't about Nike. Let me Google what the fuck.
Had me stressed out, Dollar.
No. They were Nikes was like a small part of it. They were like those crazy people. What was it? They were trying to go to was it the moon or? Oh my god, crazy
Nike cult
people. No, I don't think that's a good way to search it.
Heaven's Gate.
Is that the one in San Diego or something like that? Wasn't it San Diego? They killed themselves.
Marshall Applewhite, Bonnie Nettles.
Yeah, it was Heaven's Gate. Okay.
Yeah, in San Diego. Yep.
It wasn't there a Nike part of it or something? Like they all were wearing Nikes or something like that?
I don't know about that.
In fact, I might be mixing stories up. I don't think that's the one they castrated themselves. That's the one it was a group suicide. Wait, no, because this one looks really old. Heaven Suicide, or what was it? They were the people who thought aliens were coming. Remember? It was like
the higher beings. They were gonna the goal was to transcend to higher beings by spaceship.
But what year did that?
They were in the 90s, dude.
Okay, so that is the one then.
Yeah.
Okay. The one I was looking at, it looked like 70s or something. Yeah, but isn't that a weird thing how people can do that? And that's why you have to be careful.
They lived like a monastery. They were celibate individuals.
Nothing about Nikes though. I feel like they were all of them were in these specific Nikes. They all bought the same ones. If I made that up, that's hilarious. Just added the Nike part.
You were talking about getting rid of their physical bodies.
Yeah.
To transcend into energy.
What if we're all the fools and they did?
Oh,
and just left their bodies behind, and we're like, what a fucking bunch of idiots. Meanwhile, they're like watching over us in this like all powerful heaven realm or something, just totally happy.
Do whatever the fuck they want.
Wearing any kind of Nikes now. I don't know why I'm stuck on the Nikes. I guess that wasn't part of it. I feel like there was some cult that had something to do with that.
The part that you got out of it, Dollar.
Well, of course. I like Nikes. I got a Nike hat on right now. Been getting more and more into shoes, Pierce. It's hard to keep up with keeping them all nice, though. I don't know how you do it. You're very effective at it.
Somebody asked me the other day at the gym, too. I was wearing my Jordan 2s.
Yeah.
And he's like, are those brand new? I was like, no, I've had these for a few years. He goes, damn, dude, you keep them clean.
I know. You do. You really do. I know how to. It's the time thing. The same reason I have like 7 hats right now I'm not wearing. That's why you keep seeing the same hats. Because I have like 7 hats right now I'm not wearing because they need to be cleaned and like straightened out a little bit. Get the little mister out. Fucking get them all dialed in. Make it smell nice. Yeah.
Steam in your hat.
To me, it's satisfying. It really is. Especially when you have a hat that you really love. Like I have a Fender.
Why don't you try like an ASMR hat cleaning YouTube dollar?
Like making one, you mean?
Yeah.
Or
like have a YouTube channel that's like ASMR.
Just doing little jump
like
cuts where it's like.
And it's like.
Do you need a good camera for that? The phone camera's pretty good.
Yeah, your phone camera's pretty
just
good
fine.
on that. Yeah, and you have like stands and everything, so you can like prop it up above, and then it's trickling of the water.
Here's the problem, Piers. I'm all over the place because I was actually thinking recently. I was like, man, I wonder if I should put some of my music clips on TikTok.
Yeah.
And then my daughter reminded me, like, oh, your TikTok is all drawings. Remember, it's all coloring.
That is, yeah.
It's all coloring. I was like, oh yeah, well, I can't do that. Then I'm gonna have like another channel, it's just like cleaning hats. Yeah.
Like that. So yeah.
Yeah, it actually might be kind of cool with the steam too.
Yeah. There you go, dollar.
Oh man. Maybe I just take all the original sounds out and just make the sounds.
Make it like a movie.
Make them really good.
Dude, just like over, like get like brushes, like hard bristle brushes, and you're like.
Listeners this is probably driving them fucking crazy listening to this right now.
You know what always cracked me up, like on those sounds. So remember the movie Airplane?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, they're in a jet, right? They're in like a Boeing jet.
Mm-hmm.
But do you ever listen to the sound of the jet? When someone's going, it's like it has propellers on it.
Yeah.
The sound of the plane, it has propellers on it.
I never even thought about that. I am so fascinated by those guys who make the different sounds from movies and all that stuff. I learned a lot about that when I was doing licensing and all that. It was all score and music, but you realize there's two parts to like the sound in a movie. Yeah, there's the soundtrack, but then there's all the fucking sounds they do. Sometimes they mic things, but they don't mic them quite right.
Yeah, so they have to like amplify and make the sound.
Mm-hmm. Or they'll even go in and have them do a double take where the actor has to talk to their face in sync with how they said it the first time or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Some of the way they get the sounds is. There was a fun fact we had recently where something the roar, was it the roar of the lion in Lion King?
No, it was like the Jurassic Park. It was like all different animals.
It was like something combined with like a jet or something. Though.
Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah.
It was like it was the sound of some crazy elephants. I think it was
elephant
and mixed with like a jet,
a whale,
engine.
and a jet. Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
fucking nuts. Yeah, to me that's so neat because you know me.
Yeah,
I love sound.
Audiophile.
I love it. Yeah.
Do you ever worry about tinnitus?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
the honest answer is yeah. I do worry about it.
I worry about tinnitus too.
Yeah.
Because I like to listen to loud music. Like when it's in my ears, I like to like crank up music when I'm at the gym, just like listen to it.
Just in case listeners don't know, tinnitus is when it's gradual hear loss, but it's usually like a ringing. That is incessant, like just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
You just always hear ringing. I worked with a guy who had it, and it was just a fucking nightmare. He hated it so much. And I think about that too. I know that I must, as much as I think I didn't damage my ears because I was always an acoustic guy, like all my friends who did music fucked up their ears, like so many of them. I was always careful. Even in loud band rehearsals, I would wear earplugs and stuff like that. But I still know that I've had hearing loss because on my phone, when I have to, if I'm listening to music, to set it in a place where it says it's green, like healthy for my ears, you know, it has that little thing that tells you.
iPhones do that. Samsungs, we don't care.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't really care either because it's so quiet when it's green. I'm like, I can't. I can hear my weights clanging. Like, I want to hear the music, dude.
Yep.
Yeah. So, So I'm thinking I probably that or those levels are crazy. That they're like, this is a healthy level.
Like for who?
So anybody listening to the podcast, we're going to start.
A mouse.
We are consciously aware of our listeners with ear. Start talking all quiet.
We don't want to damage any of those inner ear workings that you have going on.
I think that's part of why I like the sound too. Like podcasts open things up for me. when I was recording music, I feel like I never quite got the hang of recording music. Like it's a tough thing to dial in so many things, especially like drums and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was excited to talk to Diego about that. So unfortunately he got sick, just because I wanted to know his secret, because he produces all their drum stuff and it sounds so good, dude. And that's a really hard thing to get. But when we started doing podcasting, and at the same time, it was around the same time I was doing music licensing, right? Yep. And I just started opening up this whole new world of audio where you're just like, oh shit, not everything is just music. Like, it's so neat, because it's annoying as fuck. Even a podcast that has the best content in the world, it's so hard to listen to a podcast that sounds like shit.
Yes.
Just like every echo in the room. By the way, preparing for tonight, because I didn't know they were going to be here, because I don't check my fucking phone apparently. I went back and listened to the episode Duncan was on.
Yeah.
And realized, remember we recorded it at the secret studio.
Yeah.
And so every once in a while you hear like that echo creeping in.
Well, because that's when you got excited. You booked your first guest dollar. And then you were like,
yeah, we've never shared this with listeners.
And then you were like, yeah. So first, when Duncan first came on from Relate, Dollar, he calls me, he's like, I got a band. He goes, I got this guy. He's from this band and it's Relate. And he was like, you know,
really great. I watched several of their videos.
Tony was like, he's talking to me on the phone. He's like, I like their music. And, you know, it just kind of, and I was like, oh, nice. I was like, do you know them? I was like, did you play with them before? You seen them at a show or something like that? And Tony was like,
fuck.
No. Oh my God! What did I do, Pierce? He's like, you were like, I just invited a stranger into my house.
Yeah, for listeners, they probably realize this. We talked about it before, but we record here at my house. This is a studio we built inside of my house.
Yeah.
So when we have guests, that's why Mike Pierce just knows everybody, and so he knows people, like knows them, like has gone to school or worked with them or been around them before, and so that's how we book all of our guests. And Mike Pierce does all the booking for the show. Pretty much all of it. And I was just so excited to help you.
The one time.
And then you said that and I was like, oh, my wife's going to kill me. I can't have somebody over. I don't really know them. What if they're psycho?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even fucking know these guys from, they seem nice on social media, but you don't really know.
Yeah.
Just because they have a successful band doesn't mean they're fucking great people. And then luckily, so we did the secret studio. We were able to work it out where we did it in a different location. Yeah, now we know he's a great guy. He's going to come back. Now he can come into my home.
He's passed the test.
He's passed the test. Yeah, he's not a psycho. That's a real thing,
Yeah.
Which is like, sometimes I think about just getting it completely out of here.
So, no, we've talked about that times. Really, but we would just have to crank up that monetization.
Oh, yeah.
And
so you can donate.
Sponsor. Yes. If you'd like to help out the Mike and Tony show.
Speaking of... traditional Mike and Tony show. I think it's maybe it's time for those fun facts.
Yeah. So again, reiterate, if you want to be part of the fun facts, you just have to email us or go to the website, do a request. But mikeandtonyshow@gmail.com, and I'll put you on the list and send you out the fun facts every week.
Beautiful. I love the first one.
Yeah.
The odds of a coin flip are not 50-50, but actually 51-49. It will most likely land facing the same direction as it started. That's mind-blowing because I'm teaching probability right now. Literally use the example of a coin flip and how many possible outcomes. There's two, so it's a 50-50 chance. I wonder there's got to be more to that, right? The way people flip coins or something must cause it to just more likely to land.
What are you used to doing for your probability? So if you're doing dice, so you're doing the 1 in 6. So
absolutely.
It's like, what is it, like the 14.49 probability for all 6 sides or something like that, right?
Maybe something like that.
Yeah.
What we are using it for is simulations.
Yeah.
So it'd be like there's a 1/3 chance of it snowing. Let's simulate like 10 days and see what days it snow. Does it snow at least 4 days?
Yeah.
Because it's about this ski resort that makes money if it snows at least 4 days. So they roll it. So they have to decide if it's 30% chance, then you have to pick 2 of the numbers on the die because 2 out of 6 is 30%. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, a little math lesson here on the Mike and Tony show.
A pound cake. The pound cake received its name from the actual recipe. So the early recipes of pound cake called for 1 pound of butter, 1 pound of eggs, and 1 pound of sugar.
Damn, bro.
That's a lot.
A pound of sugar is so much.
Pound of butter.
How many calories is a pound of sugar, dude?
I don't know, dude.
That's a shit ton. Speaking of weird food stuff, Ranch dressing is dyed. One ingredient in ranch is titanium dioxide, which is used to make it look whiter. It's the same ingredient that is used in sunscreen and paint for coloring. Damn, bro.
Yeah.
That's not cool. We talk a lot about dipping pizza in ranch. But it seems weird to me that in the white thing, you got to wonder too, like, what color is it?
I don't know.
What is it before they whiten it?
Like a greenish?
And then it's all just marketing. They
Like
just
a
want
weird
it.
greenish.
Yeah, right. Because if it was a weird color,
Yeah.
people would be turned off by it probably.
The United States, because tomorrow's $420.
Yeah.
The United States is the top marijuana producing nation in the entire world. Behind it is Morocco, Afghanistan, Mexico, and Colombia.
Afghanistan,
Right?
produces a lot of weed.
Yeah.
Huh?
And Morocco.
Yeah. Morocco seems like a cool place to see.
Yeah.
Speaking of 420, it was illegal back then, but in the early 70s, Stanford students bought a bag of weed online from MIT students, making the first product ever sold online, cannabis.
Yeah.
Let's go.
For real.
That's interesting.
How about this one, dude? You ever get you use coasters,
Yes.
but the reason why you use coasters is probably you've got some stains, dollar.
Mm-hmm.
And so it says use mayonnaise to remove water stains in wood from cups or glasses.
Interesting.
I bet it's the oil.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if other things might work too.
Yeah.
Olive oil.
Or just put
butter.
actual oil on it.
Just butter up your table.
Lather it up.
You heated up butter with a brush. What are you doing? Just painting the table with a brush. Albert Einstein, the very man who has come to epitomize the intellectual power of the human mind, found the income tax return more difficult. According to the record, you might even say that he found income tax rules more difficult to decipher than theoretical physics. He once said, "The hardest thing in the world to understand is the income tax." Einstein hired a tax professional, Leo Masterdorf, to file Einstein's income tax return.
The man who had the theory of relativity.
It speaks to the different types of intelligence. There's
Yeah.
there's no IQ. I don't believe in the whole IQ test. Like that's a specific kind of test, but people's intelligences are all over the place.
It's wild.
Because remember, there's stories too of him like in the supermarket.
Yeah.
Just like handing over like a random amount of money going,
Yeah.
Is this going to work? You're like, dude, that's like basic math.
Yeah.
Like, it says $7.
Yeah. Well, again, I was out and about and went to this coffee place and I paid cash.
Oh,
And
rare.
my friend was like, "Why'd you do that?" I was like, "What do you mean? I had cash in my hand." She goes, "That poor teenager now has to try to determine what change to give you now."
Oh.
And I was like, and sure enough, dollar, that's what fucking happened. She was all, "I don't have any ones, or can I just," and like another one of the teenagers came by and I was like, "We can get change. We'll get change." And so she got change and it just took fucking forever.
Jeez, bro. God, that was like a basic skill as a cashier.
Yeah.
I was a cashier for years.
Yeah, me too.
You just
That's
had
my
to
first job. Yeah.
Get good at it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's crazy. And well, most of those registers, they'll do it for you.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you just ring it up and then it tells you, $7.25 is
But
what they get back.
But
Or
then
whatever.
fucking people trying to determine how many coins you get, right? That's the other thing too, right?
Oh yeah, kids don't know coins anymore. They really don't.
No.
I've tested out my middle school students just to kind of like see what they recognize and stuff. They're
Yeah.
mixing up nickels and dimes, and then they don't know what might recognize what it looks like, but then they're like, I don't know, is that the one that's 10 or is that one 5? I don't remember. Because who buys shit for 7 cents? Like, there's nothing. You don't need that.
No.
It's not a thing
Yeah.
anymore.
Well, it was in Canada got rid of the penny, right? A long time ago.
Money's so fucking weird. It just
Yeah.
inflates and inflates and inflates to the
Yeah.
point where you're like, oh, these pennies are no longer useful.
They're not.
But like, why? Why did it change? Like, why is it always inflating? Speaking of intelligences, that's one I don't have, Pierce. I don't understand finances.
No two tigers have the same stripes. So it's like fingerprints.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. To weed or not to weed? That is the question. For Shakespeare, the answer is to weed. Scientists reportedly found 400-year-old pipes in Shakespeare's garden. Out of the 24 pipes they found, 8 of them had traces of cannabis. Let's motherfucking go. I love the 420 theme here today, Pierce.
Yeah.
It's very good. You know, what's interesting, too, is that because he didn't write anything down, right?
Right.
So he's like remembering all that shit, all high as fuck.
Better man than I. It's like something you could not do, dollar.
Better man than I.
You're like, I'm gonna do this music. Fuck, I can't do this music now. During the baking process, if the crackers have holes in them, it prevents air bubbles from ruining the product.
Oh, that's why they punch those little holes in them.
Yeah,
There's always holes punched in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. They'd get ruined.
Yeah.
Just be like cracker flakes. They could just make a bag of
cracked ass crackers. Yeah.
It is estimated that around 99% of things bought in North America are discarded within 6 months of purchase. I think about this a lot.
Yeah.
Think about how much trash we throw out.
Dude.
Before I had a family, I remember not producing very much trash. But I remember like when the kids were young and stuff, it's starting to notice like, dude, think about all the people. We're just pumping out all this refuse every single day. Like everything from organic material to, because we've gone through phases. We had the organic trash at one point where it was like composting and stuff like that. You got the recycles, you got the regular trash. And you're just like, we are a fucking disease on earth. Like we're just producing all this crazy shit, all these plastic bottles in the ocean, and it's like, it's really nuts. And then you're like, I want to change something. And then you look and you're like, God, even if I could just get our house under control, that would be great.
Yeah.
But everything you buy, everything's packaged. Anytime you order something from Amazon, it comes in a box. It's got a bag, which has got little bubbles and plastic and all this fucking shit. You open it up, it's a ring. It's like some little ass thing.
They go overkill on some of those things, dude.
I know. Probably because they don't want to, it's product damage, I guess they're trying to avoid.
Yeah, for sure.
But it produces so much shit, and we're all doing it. Like every time I look down the street on trash day, and like everybody's trashes are overflowing. I'm like, this is one little tiny pocket. I picture those videos where you zoom out and out and out and out and out to space. Yeah. And you're looking down, and you're like, this is just one tiny ass little neighborhood. Look how much trash this one street's producing.
Yeah.
There's like 9 houses right here, just that much. Think of how many fucking houses are out there. Like, where's this all going?
Trash mountains.
Trash
mountains, bro.
Yeah, we got one up here on Tower. That big ass trash mountain over there.
Crayons are flammable.
Really?
And will provide an hour of candlelight if you light the top of them. So you got to keep the paper on.
How interesting.
Yeah.
So you can light the top and the wax will just melt and burn.
Yeah, but you got to keep the paper on them.
Otherwise, it'll just turn into a glob, probably. Yeah. Maybe the paper.
No, it won't even light, I don't think. Right? Because that paper would act as the
so it's actually the paper is what you got to light.
Yeah.
I wonder if you have to like slice the end off so it's like even with the paper.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rolled a lot of joints, I'm thinking about. Run your wrists under cold water or rub an ice cube on your pulse points to cool down all over quickly when you get overheated.
Yeah.
I get overheated a lot.
You should try that, dog.
I got plenty of ice.
20 bags.
4 fucking 20-pound bags out in it's 80 pounds of ice in my freezer outside.
Wild salmon is naturally pink because of the shrimp they eat.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, farm-raised salmon have a different diet and end up being white. So they're fed a specific plant pigments to get the same hue as wild salmon.
All this food manipulation, dude.
Yep.
It's all marketing, and they just want to. Oh, then I almost had a panic attack. My iPad charger just came on saying I've only got 10% left or something. Felt like I had a plug right here. But, we're not pausing again. We're moving full speed ahead. If all of a sudden I disappear from video, so be it. Galileo. Is that his name, by the way? Galileo Galilei?
Yeah.
That's his actual name?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Galileo Galilei was considered, because I always heard of it as just Galileo, considered a heretic in his day. He was tried by the Inquisition and sentenced to house arrest for the last 8 years of his life, while his body resides in Basilica of Santa Croce, probably. Yeah. Is that how you say that? His middle finger is on display at the Museo Galileo, the Galileo Museum, I guess. Yeah. His middle finger.
It's wild, right?
I want to see that display. How do they have that displayed? It's just
processed cheese is thought of as an American product, right? American cheese, right?
Sure.
But it was actually invented in Switzerland, and it was created by Waltz Gerber and Fritz Stettler in 1911 to lengthen the shelf life before it was shipped overseas.
Oh, interesting.
So it's Swiss cheese.
I sometimes I wonder, like, what is the definition of cheese? You know what I mean? Because it's made a
mold,
certain way.
It's a mold.
Right. That's why I'm like, how are these processed things like Velveeta and stuff like that? How is that considered cheese or cheese whiz? All these different. If you ingest nutmeg in large doses, it works like a hallucinogen due to a natural compound called myristicin. It has mind-altering effects if taken in large doses. Nutmeg. Nutmeg's really good in certain things like Christmas drinks and things like that.
Pumpkin pie. You put nutmeg
Pumpkin pie, sure. Yeah. No, it's delicious. Psychedelic.
I wonder how much nutmeg you have to consume to get psychedelic. And on this episode of the Mike and Tony Show, we are on nutmeg.
It's the newest thing. People taking all this crazy shit. We're talking about taking nutmeg. It was illegal back then. Oh, no. I already read that one. During the winter months, wood frogs are able to hold in their pee for up to 8 months. The gut microbes in their urine help to keep them alive throughout the hibernation season. They relieve themselves once temperatures increase. Wow, the gut microbes in their urine help to keep them alive through hibernation. So they have to keep their urine in there because it's playing a role in having them survive the cold and the hibernation.
Yeah.
This shit's wild. Did you find an answer? Are you looking up
the buzz that you get from the nutmeg is almost like LSD, it says.
Wow. Super hallucinogenic.
Yeah, dude.
Huh. It's weird how different things are hallucinogenic in different ways. Because for sure, we've talked about edibles before. Edibles can be super hallucinogenic too.
Yeah. But it doesn't tell you how much nutmeg you have to take.
Yeah, I wonder. Interesting. If you want to get high, it's the female plants you want. Only female marijuana plants produce the high THC buds, which is the psychoactive compound in weed.
And
but they have to be female plants.
And also Mary Jane.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
When I read that earlier, that's exactly what my thought was. I'm like, it makes sense. We always think of it as like a female, like we call it Mary Jane, all that. It literally is. If you're getting high from it, it is a female plant.
Dollar. How about this one? So you were just talking about IQ. You're like, I don't believe there's no IQ. But studies have shown that eating food without preservatives can improve your IQ for up to 14%.
Wow. I bet it just clears your mind. It just helps you to function better.
Yeah.
To think better, think more clearly.
Bakers out there know this. I'm a terrible baker, dude. Like I can cook, like I said, I can cook, I can barbecue, everything, but I'm terrible at baking.
Oh,
but
interesting.
If you have hard butter,
yeah,
and you want to bake, you have to use a cheese grater to quickly soften it.
Makes sense.
It does.
Makes sense. Yeah, you see all these little things on like Instagram and like these little videos of all these like shortcuts in the kitchen and stuff. 90% of it not necessary. You know what I mean? And sometimes like that's a good one because we've been you've been in that situation where you want soft butter, but so many of those things are so fucking useless. But they look neat.
Yeah,
like that's a really cool idea. I never thought you could do it that way. We're like, but do you have to do it that way?
Yeah.
Is it faster, better, anything, or it's just something cool you could put in a video?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy. What was the one with? Most supermarket wasabi is actually horseradish.
Yeah.
I feel like I heard that somewhere.
Yeah. And most
real.
restaurants too.
And then what do they do? How do they make it green?
Food coloring, dollar.
Of course, everything.
Yeah, everyth's food color, dude.
All the bullshit that we have in our food is so crazy.
In 2007, Iran arrested 14 squirrels for spying.
Wait, how do you arrest a squirrel? What the hell?
Was it like erratic behavior or something? Where they just like?
Do they have little handcuffs?
They were like,
what are they doing?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
That. Reading their Mirandas. I don't even know how to do that.
Anyone in the U.S. who earns more than $12,200 must file income taxes, and age is not a factor. Child actors, underage app creators, prodigy gamers, and young YouTubers all bring in hard cash, and the government wants a share. Currently, 2-year-old Stormy Webster is considered the richest kid in America. Wow, holy shit. Daughter of Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott, Stormy makes some of her earnings by appearing on the reality TV show keeping up with the Kardashians. She also pockets earnings from several trademarks. You know what I'm realizing? I've been struggling on fun facts, reading them in here. I'm really, because it's always dim and stuff, and then I'm looking at my screen. My eyesight is going a little bit.
dollar.
Because I lose track of which line I'm on. I know. You got to tilt your head up, though, too, Pierce. The head goes up, the phone goes down. I don't know why that's supposed to work, but it is an instinctive thing you do. No, for reals, though, I find myself reading the fun fact. I lose what line I'm on.
Oh, no,
and then I'm bringing it closer and further, trying to figure out.
Man. Pretty soon, I'm gonna have to start running this whole audio and video stuff on.
I'm gonna have to get some. I'll get some superpower contacts like yours. Damn, we covered a lot of these today. We almost read all these, I feel like. One fast food burger can have meat from 100 different cows. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, bro, because they're all processing, like, Gobs was saying the other day, like last week, right?
Everything.
They're highly processed foods, right? And so they're processed in a factory, and those factories get beef from everywhere, not just one single area.
It's weird how we make the meat. It gets all mixed up, especially like ground beef and stuff like that. Yeah. It's just all made. You don't know what other shit's in there, right? And then all the studies coming out that are showing like grass fed is so much better, if you get it from an animal that's out there. But it is weird that life feeds on life. And we just like eat shit like that. And you think, what I hate is all these stupid videos. And of course I watch them. So then they start showing up in my algorithm more. No. But like sushi, I love sushi. But lately I'm like, I don't know if I want to get sushi. There's so many videos like showing people pulling out little worms at like sushi places and stuff like that. And I've told you, we live in Colorado, bro. There's no ocean that close. So I get nervous about it. But the videos just make you paranoid. Because you see people getting these weird diseases and shit. Did you see the lady? Have you seen the lady who they do those like weird pedicures?
The fish ones?
Yes. Where they're
put everywhere, like in Mexico.
You've probably seen that video of that chick who like her foot got all fucked up.
No?
Oh my God, dude.
These fucking fish just
because they say they
put it in piranhas?
Well, because they can they starve them.
Okay.
They literally starve the fish and then they can clean the water. So some places are better about cleaning the water.
Yeah.
But you can't clean the fish. You're not brushing their teeth. You're not, you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So they transfer stuff, and this was a bacterial infection that the lady got. It's a bone infection. So it got into her bones. She lost one toe, then two, then three, then eventually all of her toes are gone. Like, and then she lost part of her foot. Her foot's like really like this really small nub now. And then you see videos of people putting their fucking faces in there.
What? I've never seen that before.
Like to get them to take stuff off their chin and stuff like that.
Yeah. Nah, dog.
Bruh, it's so gross. I told you I'm probably never getting in the ocean again.
I know.
Ever since when my armpits were so irritated, and when I learned it was a parasite, and I'm like, there's literally parasites in my arm. That's what's in my armpits. That's what's causing this. Like, fuck the ocean. There's bad enough. There's big sharks and all that shit.
Yeah.
Look, my eyes swelling up just thinking about it.
It's white people problems. Oh my God.
Allergies are a weird thing because it's autoimmune.
Yeah.
It's your own body attacking your own body.
Oh my God. I was going to tell you this earlier. Now we're past fun facts. We're past all the other stuff. Did you see the thing on the news today that got the guy lighting himself on fire?
What?
At the Trump thing? Guy in Florida.
Trump started the trial, right?
Yeah.
Like his first criminal trial.
Yeah. So it was during the Trump trial.
Okay.
This guy was like throwing flyers all around. He's like running towards the building. And they didn't know what he was pulling out of his backpack. But whatever he pulled out of his backpack fucking lit himself on fire, bro.
Why?
I don't know.
Making a statement, but he forgot the part before he burned himself to death that he fucking didn't tell anybody what he was doing.
Why he was doing it, yeah.
It's like, fuck, that was a crucial piece to forget. No, he lived though, probably, right? Did he live?
The man sets himself on fire.
Oh, you don't even know if he died. He might have died. Holy shit.
And to extinguish his ass.
So what's going on now? So now Trump has all these criminal...
Using an accelerant. The man was Max Azzarello of St. Augustine, Florida. Like I said, Florida man.
Did he die?
Let's see here. Witness silence, accelerant, alcohol-based cleaning solution. He got himself soaking wet and then pulled out a lighter. The witness said it reminded him what happened to the Vietnam War. That person that lit himself.
But we all knew what that person was doing it for.
Police officers ran from all directions to help, to try to smother the flames out with a coat. Someone then got on the fire extinguisher to get him out. He was rushed to the hospital. He's in critical condition.
So is the dude a Trumpster or an anti-Trump guy?
The pamphlets appear to be conspiracy theory in nature. So he's a Trumpster.
Maybe he was just a loon too. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously.
They said they were reviewing the man's Substack page with the heading, I have set myself on fire outside the Trump trial.
So he still forgot the explanation. It's just letting everybody know. We got that. We saw you burning. We know you lit yourself on fire. We don't understand what the statement is. That's weird.
Conspiracy theorist.
It's just like, in the name of conspiracy.
In the name of conspiracy! Whoosh!
Oh, God. We've talked about that. That would be such a horrible way. If he's in critical condition, in all honesty, God bless him, because that's not good. When you get burned like that, dude, the infections and all that shit after. Yeah. It's the worst because unless you just get burned up inside a building or something, you're not going to die. Like, you're going to get really fucked up, and then you're just in a hospital forever.
If you just, like, burned your fucking finger, like, on the stove or something like that, and then, like, when you touch water on that shit, you're like, now your whole fucking body feels like that.
Oh, bro. And, like skin grafts and having to do all that shit. Dude, Mai is infamous for burning herself because she cooks all that Filipino food with shit's popping and pop, pop, pop.
Oil everywhere.
Dude, bro, she had a giant scar like right here on her hand forever. It was like a line. It looked like a little hook. It's gotten better over the years, but it was from oil just popping out of a pan and just landing on her.
Damn. Get your coffee off those wires. Damn it.
Well, what am I supposed to do? See, here's the thing. I went because I thought we had guests tonight. I set everything up so all the cables and shit are over here, so everybody can walk on that side. But then it like puts me. I'm like surrounded by cables.
Yeah, not good. Don't touch anything.
I had to. It said it was the recording. Okay, chill out. We're gonna be okay.
Yeah, no,
you're gonna be okay.
Yeah, just the fire thing. Like when I had my road rash on my arm, dude, and that scabbed over.
I forgot.
Taking a shower, dude, was fucking painful.
Brutal.
Like the road rash itself, like when I got in an accident, because my, adrenaline is pumping, right?
Sure.
And I was like, God damn it, take me to urgent care. And then I got into urgent care and they like looked at me and they were like, you need to go to the ER.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, just fucking wrap this up, clean it up.
You're just on the phone setting an appointment with your doctor. I wiped out on my motorcycle. I just probably should come in Monday.
And I did. I came in the next day.
Yeah, that's so wild. I remember all that. Yeah, that's just crazy. I set my tattoo appointment. I've got
the consult.
Yeah, I still don't know what I'm going to do. I sent them pictures of nature because I'm thinking I might just have it all filled in like with the stuff that's already started, like the waterfall.
What are you going to do if they come back and they're like, bro, I got this good idea. An owl.
No, I actually told them I would be open to it.
No owls.
The dude who's doing it, he did 2 other tattoos on my arm. And so he's like, I trust him. So I'm going to go in. I've sent in some nature pictures, and I told him I'm open to getting an owl, but I just don't know. Maybe a small owl like flying or something in the background, something like that.
Aimlessly flying,
because they don't know what the fuck's going on because they're dumb as hell. Turns out,
stupid ass owl,
the symbol of wisdom. Fucking dumbass owls.
Owl has no idea where it's at.
It doesn't even know. It's not at all conscious, bro.
Cool. Oh, I need to get some food.
Yeah. Oh, there's something.
I'm really good at eating food.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm fucking dumb as shit.
I guess physically they are pretty impressive, right?
They are, yeah.
The fact that they can so quietly approach things. They can turn their head like so far.
It was at one point in time, remember, it was thought that they can do the whole 360 thing. But they're so fast and moving their head back and forth, it looks like it's
spinning around like Exorcist style.
Yeah.
Just,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I have to leave this in now. I don't even know. I forgot to mute the Fun Facts channel. So we're going to have 2 Fun Facts musics pop up in this one. For a second, I actually was looking at it the whole time on here, thinking that was the end of the show.
Yeah.
That shows how close to the end we did Fun Facts last time. That's like 2 in a row where we did Fun Facts with like 1 to 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Left in the podcast. Today, I think we read every fucking fun fact today.
Almost.
Got
through all of them.
There's good. I still don't know how you get so many fun facts. For the listeners, dude, spread the word. talk about our podcast. Tell friends, come and listen. We're getting more traction on Spotify every week. Subscribers have been going up through our website. I don't know how many people actually listen through the website. It's kind of hard to parse out those numbers.
Yeah.
But definitely, if you ever have questions, got topics you want us to cover, guests you would like us to have on, because we do have the ability to do remote guests as well.
Yep.
But just email us at mikeandtonyshow@gmail.com. You can find us on all social media at The Mike and Tony Show, both on Instagram, on Facebook,
Twitter,
YouTube,
or X.
Twitter, X. Yeah, I guess
it's
it's
called.
it's X now.
Yeah.
So. But anyway, another one in the bag, Pierce. It was just you and me tonight. Always a fun time to catch up.
But we were set up for the next couple of weeks, man.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you what. We got Relate next week from the Rebook, right?
Let's go, yep.
We got them set up for next week. After that, we got another singer-songwriter, Jordan Yui. And then after that, we have Megan Cave again.
Another
singer-songwriter. So, yeah, dude, we are set up for some songsters. With that dollar, it is a wrap. Cheers.